pushing on these spick motherfuckers again. I'll tell you right now. How much are you going to push me until I actually do lose it and murder somebody? Huh? Are one of your people or all of your people? Because I'm telling you right now, the more you push me is the more I'm going to want to kill you when it comes wartime. You know that, right? When it comes wartime, you know I'm not going to lay down, right? You know when it comes wartime, you know I'm going to fight harder than I've ever fought, right? You know when it's wartime that you didn't watch your ass, and that's why you are going to be squared up with a much bigger threat than you could ever imagine. A mammoth person in size. It's somebody that you done fuck with for one of the last times. Because the more you do that is the more I am going to be apt to be the first one to support you to get thrown right in the fucking oven where you belong. Don't wake a sleeping giant. I try to tell people, don't wake that sleeping giant again, because it will come out and I will be fucking nasty on you. You know, right when I think it's all in the clear, some other motherfucker has to come into the picture, right? In that fucking gang mentality of their spick fucking gang mentalities from this group of people that I am listed up here. Mexica, because I narrowed it down to the group of people that it really is. These are the devil's people up here that I have in the name. The devil's people are the Mexica, Huitzilopochtli, however the hell you pronounce it. The bad people of the world of Mexico. They were the rulers of the old days, and they think they're going to come here and do that to people like me when I'm from the Roman Empire. I'm from a much better civilization than yours. So you know who you're messing with here. I'll put you in the wood chipper when that day comes. I'm telling you right now. Don't fuck with me. Don't keep messing with the giant who doesn't want to fight. Okay? Don't keep messing with me, because I will fight. And you know how many phone calls I made today to the store? Several. That's right, several. I disrupted their work day today after they freaking wanted to discriminate me for using the women's bathroom again at a Chevron location. I'm not going to totally disclose which one unless someone wants to troll them. And I don't know. But in case someone wants to, I mean, I might put it. But during the daytime, there are a bunch of Hispanic people working there, very intolerant, you know. A customer complained. Well, guess what? It was a Latino customer complaining to Latino people, like always. And when they complain to their own people, they act very clannish. You know how that goes. Because usually when it's very mixed race, none of this complaining goes on. It's only when a bunch of them are in one spot when that friggin' shit happens. That's why at Canisserias it's happened to me. It's happened to me in places like that. Because them even go to those places anymore, and it still follows me. There's gonna come a time when I'm gonna be so angry now, very angry, and I already am. But I'm gonna tell you right now that you try to run away from them, you try to avoid problems, you try not to even associate with them. You go to a name brand store that isn't a Mexican market that's supposed to be a national chain of America, right? Which means none of that bullshit's supposed to go on. After all, we're in 2022. We're not in the 1700s anymore. Those people are so fucking primitive. They're so bad with technology, too. They can't even... They think when they look at YouTube, right, and they see a bunch of blood gushing or something, they don't know how to search the internet. You know? That's why, how many of them do you see as bloggers out here? Not very many, because they're very low IQ people. That's the very reason why you don't see them on here as vloggers very much. You know? But they keep picking problems with me all the time. But the more they do it, the more I'm going to make these videos, and the more I'm going to expose their name out here. And I don't care how many of you get mad at me. Good, I want to see your tears. I want to see you get angry. I want to see you crying just like in the old days when the white man fucking tortured you. When you first came to this, they're discriminating against me, I'm Mexican. You know what? I'll be that very person, because you've picked a fight with me that you don't want. Because once I start holding up signs and antagonizing people on the roads again, I'm telling you right now, there's going to be hell to pay. Because I can be a very bad menace. Yeah. And I'll fucking make you remember me every fucking day, all day, every day. Hey, I got people thinking about this all day today. Just like I was tortured thinking about it all fucking day. They're going to think about it all fucking day too. Apparently, because I kept calling, right? And then the manager finally came in, the afternoon manager or something. I called there and I told about, so yeah, I heard about that this morning and stuff. And there were customer complaints. I'm like, yeah, but I was the victim though in this. They came for me when I was taking a piss. They would try to open the door and disrupt me. The fucking rude assholes is what they are. Oh, I'm calling out your people because your people are very evil, Pablo. Because that's who your people are, apparently, because you're so offended by me talking about them. They're a fucking evil, devil-like people. Is what they're like. And I'm calling out the devil every fucking time I see him. And it's the Mexica Huitzilopochtli. Whatever the fuck you call them. But it's in that spelling right there. Those are the people influenced by the devil right there. Okay? I'm specifically naming them here now. All right? Look them up and you'll see. Okay? Look up those exact words. All right? There's a history on it and everything. So, to be my guest, you know? But I'm not tolerating your bullshit if you think I am. Gender discrimination, I don't care who it comes from, it's not all right. And the fact you're doing it makes it all the more hypocritical because you used to complain all about how people are racist against you, right? And then you're doing it to people like myself. And this morning I had a conversation with someone because I held up a sign and that started a conversation like, do you agree with what I'm saying? I asked her. He's like, well, I kind of see where you're going with it, but to be fair, there have been times when people in your movement or something, like, oh, what's my movement? I didn't know. It's like, what's my movement again? She's like, people in your movement have been accused of have been rumored to be pedophiles too, or something. Like, no, there are Mexican pedophiles also. I have not met one trans person who's a pedophile. I have not met one. All right? This person was like, I'm not saying you, but there have been people like who have been rumored to be pedophiles. She said it's something like that, who are in the trans movement, to be fair, she was saying. Yeah, like, yeah, I know that's an insult toward me. I fucking know that it is, you know, in a way. Or you're insulting the group that I come from, or whoever I align myself with. That isn't the point here. So supposedly I'm a pedophile because I use the woman's... That, if you want to use that logic, then that makes absolutely no sense, okay? No fucking sense at all. Okay? You think we hunt little kids when we go into bathrooms like that? Are you fucking insane? Are you fucking insane right now? Keep thinking that way. Because that's all the more I'm going to want to kill you on Judgment Day. When I'm going to get the chance. Maybe I should go somewhere where it's going to be legal to take people out, huh? Where as a citizen, I can literally get paid to murder others who don't agree with me. Maybe I should move to a place like that. Maybe that will solve the depopulation problem for a change, huh? Because everyone seems to be hating each other more and more and more and more as the times go on. There's going to be more hatred than love to go around. Hey, I'll kill. Hey, send me to whatever city you want to send me to if you're going to permit me to kill whoever I don't like, and I'll do it. I'll do it. Preferably here. I'd like to stay here and do it myself, because there's a big problem out this way, and I want to take care of it and clean it up to make it respectable again. So there's no more of these spick machicas running the show down here. They've been running amok for too long, okay? I just don't have enough people right now. But if I had enough tribesmen, there would absolutely be bloodshed. And they would be the losers, trust me, because we're strong. The people I come from are extremely strong, but we're very few right now. all over the world, but very few. Well, there's not enough of them over here, you know? I'm talking about the Middle Eastern civilizations. That's what I'm talking about. Certain people who have been genocided over time. Where they still have plenty of them, but a lot of us are genocided. That's not fair. That's not fair that they still get to fucking breed en masse while my people get genocided over and over again. Plus the fact that I'm trans. I'm a quadruple minority. I'm practically a quadruple minority and people are picking on me all the fucking time. It ain't right. I'm gonna draw it. I'm gonna get the bullhorns out and fucking say it till I'm blue in the face. I could be a real gnat, trust me. But I really want to be a fucking gnat. I can be a fucking gnat. And I won't get off of you then. So you better watch what you do around me. Because I will be a constant gnat that you will never be able to shake. Because you're a constant gnat to me. Period. That's right, I'm a quadruple minority. That's exactly what I am. And anyone who wants to dispute that, if anyone wants to dispute that, then they're a scumbag, as far as I'm concerned. They're a scumbag. I see low-life losers with no life is still in here. Fucking guy who should be at his job, but he's fucking half-assing it and doesn't work hard at all. I don't know why that motherfucker... Oh, he's kind of like these Mexica people, actually. Noodles is more related to the Mexica people than he is to people like me. Look at how Noodles is. That's how these people act. The same fucking... He's just a lighter version of them, but he's still a piece of shit like them. I'll tell you that. It isn't even about skin color at this fucking point. That's all out the window. You know? Hey, Melissa, what's going on? I'm talking about a very controversial issue because I have been discriminated once again, Melissa. Today, in a bathroom at a Chevron, I have been discriminated against. Again, by a gang mentality of Mexica, Mexican people. As I talk with people after it happened, and I get a little bit of info, a little bit, enough, and I was told that this is the exact name of the people. And I knew this name existed. I just didn't know who they all were, per se. Yeah, I know. Nazi Mexicans. Yeah, again, added. 4 of them. Because one of them complained to their own people, and they all came to the door. They tried to knock and then come in the bathroom when I was going, and I was literally calling the cunt a bitch. As I was going, you fucking rude bitch. I'm taking a pee, you fucking bitch. When I was in there. And then when I came out, I confronted them all. Again. And it got to the point where I was like, practically, she was like turning and didn't want eye contact with me. I fucking was like screaming at her from behind. I was like totally screaming at her. I caused a big scene in there. I caused a big scene in that place. So much that they told the manager when they came in that someone was in here this morning or something. They in their own way communicated it to the manager. So then I called and clarified that. I said that I was the actual victim here. You know, and stuff. And I am a paying customer here and everything. But now it's going to hurt business because they did something like that. It's going to now hurt business. Yeah. Indeed. I know he's in panic because he's inferior to me in every fucking way. And he has to talk himself up because he's not better than anybody. You see, he's inferior to everybody. This guy thinks he's got Kermit and Friends by the balls. He's gonna ruin their channels, what he's gonna do. And by the way, I got more subs than them anyway. But he's gonna ruin their fucking channel. You just wait and see. This no life having loser right here. He resembles these people that I'm talking about, Lewis. He resembles them completely. He's just an Italian version of him. Fake Italian piece of shit. You are, Noodles. I know, judgmental idiots all the way around. Yeah, I can't stand their asses. Right when I think I'm in the clear. It hasn't happened to me for a while. I've been coasting a little better to go throughout my day, and these motherfuckers think they can try to ruin my day again. Well, I'm gonna get the bullhorns out and talk about it. I'm already in their head today, so that's good. I got them all stirred up at least. And I talked to the manager today, like, you got such people should not be working for you. They really should not have jobs if that's how they're going to treat customers over there. I literally said that to the manager when I got him on the phone today. Yeah, and I know he's listening. He's going to bitch about it later on his live stream. I know that fucking bald cocksucker is listening right now. Talking about how big his dick is. All that means you don't have one if you got to talk. You got to show your dog's dick because you don't have one. You know? Fucking sick bastard. Telling you. So sick of hearing about these people all the time. So sick of it. Just, they need to be ended once and for all. They need to be fucking ended, and society needs to move on without them. By the way, Noodles, you only have 1 year to live too. You're projecting on the G Magos. He may have a year to live, but you also have a year to live. Let's be real. You have a year or less to live too. Don't act like you don't have a year to live also. G Magos might have a year to live, but so do you. So do you. Let's face it. What, you think you don't? You think you don't with the way you're going? Yeah. Try to dispute that with me. You won't win that argument. I got news for you. Get whatever cuck you have or simp you have, like Denise R or whatever, to try to defend you over that or whatever the hell. But it ain't going to happen. Or whoever else you got in there, whoever that fucking guy is, whoever else. Yeah. Real. Really, really. Thank you, John Deere girl. Thank you. They need to all be dealt with. Yeah, they're all one and the same as far as I'm concerned. He should ally up with these Mexica people because he's not much different than them at all. I'm telling you. He's not. He's from the devil also. So that's how they're pretty similar. He's just a lighter version of them. That's really what he is, really, at the end of the day. So, if anyone thinks this war is about skin color, it never was. That's just the thing. No, they shouldn't. That's true. They should not work for the public at all. No, they shouldn't. You know? Just so nice when I go somewhere and nobody's judging, you know, nobody, you know, just let someone do their own thing, or else you should be shamed for trying to shame somebody else for being who they are or who they were naturally born to be. What do you think, you're an uptight white bitch now just because you think you got some status in the world? Mexica, bitch? You think because you got some status in the world now that you got to act like white people? You got to try to emulate how you think that all white people are or something? That's bullshit. Maybe in the 1920s, but you're duplicating the 1920s and 30s is what you're doing by doing this very thing. And the fact that that's timeless is very scary. That they're never going to learn lessons, ever. These people cannot learn lessons because they are incarnated from the devil himself, you know, and they have no love in their heart. And I heard of someone else who wasn't even a trans that got thrown out of that store by them too. Someone else got thrown out, I heard today, who wasn't even a trans person, but they were still someone that they didn't like, so they threw him out of the store. So they'll hate whoever they feel like they have to hate. Whether it's trans people or somebody else maybe who's homeless or who might be of a different type of person, or they see that these people are the ones that are really, truly right with God or nature, So they pick on those people the most. That's how this is going down here, you know? They'll throw out anyone that they don't like, whoever it may be. As a kid, I talked to somebody this morning about this. I literally said, hey, you know that chevron over there? They're racists in there. That's how I started the conversation. He's like, oh, yeah, they actually threw me out of there, he says. Like, oh, wow, really? Oh, shit. So they don't even... So they've had problems over there for a while. I don't know how. But you'd think when you go to any gas station, it's you get in and you get out. No matter what you got to do, that's how it's supposed to be, right? In any American gas station, that's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to face this extra bullshit. It's like they automatically assume something about me or have preconceived notions about me. That ain't right. You're the guy who ran into the crowd with my car. Come on, will you stop it? I don't know why you're in here saying that shit for. No. But since that's the group, you know all about it, Melissa. You seem to know all about this Mexica stuff. You know about these people. The Mexicas are this Huitzilopochtli type of civilization. Or these people who have supported that kind of stuff. And to those believers of that, there's some people down in Mexico who believe that Coke doesn't cause diabetes. So we're talking about a very ignorant group of people here. They believe that arguing and fighting causes diabetes, but not soda. If they drink a lot of soda, that somehow never causes diabetes, apparently, in their eyes. I was pulling up articles, I found something like that. That they think it's other stuff that causes diabetes, not drinking soda. So, that's the thing, too. Because they're used to drinking Coca-Cola all the time over there. And there's like an epidemic of Coca-Cola drinking down there, where it's like a drug or something. And they're very influenced by the government down there, and then they bring that up here. Like this is America. This is the United States of America. You leave that shit at the door over here. You don't bring that here. There's already problems with racism as it is. We don't need yours, is what it boils down to those of you out there who think like this. Now I think I've said quite a bit, I think. Anything I didn't cover on? Anybody want to bring up anything maybe that I didn't cover on? Because I think I've pretty much covered on, yes, my friend, I do. They are the meanest people ever. Yes. I know, right? And they pledge allegiance to that God, right? Typically. But they are definitely the ones, for sure. They have a movement. They call themselves the Mexica movement. Are you familiar with the Mexica movement by chance, Melissa? The Mexica movement, they call themselves? They've made videos. Like there's one guy who goes around, he interviews people, but he's with the Mexica movement or something. And he asks these questions to people, these remedial questions to see what they say or whatever. So do you like Columbus? Like he asked something like that or something like that. Or something he's like talking about. So what do you, so why do you think your people are right? Just like stupid stuff like that, you know? But specifically, it's the Mexica movement, though. I saw them a while back on YouTube. I thought they were a small group of people, but it turns out there's more people than meets the eye who support the Mexica movement. And that's what it really is. At the end of the day. You know what else was pretty disgraceful, I thought? One of the women who was helping enforce me to not be in the women's bathroom looked like a lesbian Mexican woman with glasses. She looked like she could have been a lesbian with short hair and glasses. Like, she didn't at all look like she should have did anything like this, you know? And that was the one I got the most mad at. Because I'm like, look at you, for Christ's sakes. What if you wanted to use another restroom? I think like that, you know? Like, what if you're really a lesbian? And yet you were helping them try to get rid of me from the bathroom? Huh. How the fuck do you figure? I mean, the only other thing that would be worse is if a trans person told another trans person they couldn't use a restroom. That's about it. It's pretty much a tie, though. This was an androgynous looking girl, practically, who looked lesbian. She was partially in that group of people surrounding the door. So I got to make that clear as well. No, these are not the people who are gang affiliated, at least on the outside they're not. These are like what you would call the so-called normal working Mexico class, you could say. But a lot of them are Mexica, it turns out. Yes, they're hypocrites big time, yeah. So, but you know what also turned out? It turns out I happen to be in another very small town where I guess it's known more for racism. So I guess those Mexicans move here, is what happens. They move to the more racist community. Even though it blends in to the city over here, right? It's still a little radius or something where they're at. And where white people move here who don't like others, and they don't like others who move here as well. So it's almost like you got a very segregated society in this little area. At least from what a more knowledgeable person was telling me. He was telling me about it based on what he knew today. So now I have more information after this transpired today. I always use that information to work smart whenever I achieve a goal, or whenever I try to achieve a goal. Who knows? Maybe I can get them scolded tomorrow morning, because I can call again and report it to the manager during the morning over there. So I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. And I'm going to see how far I get with that. Because what that does is that cuts me off from getting things that I need, whether it be drinks or whatever the hell. It's like this stupid bullshit. Depending on where you are and depending on what else is nearby, you could be cutting somebody off from getting their basic needs at a store. That's why this is criminal and wrong right here. And that's why I'm exposing criminal activity and criminal discrimination that should not be allowed any place anymore. You know? And this is what I'm getting at here, and I think I've said everything I needed to say right now. I'm gonna go for now, so talk to you all later, everybody.